missing child.
Breaking news, an Amber Alert now issued by the TBI for a missing 5-year-old girl.
Do you know what happened to Summer?
No.
Do you know who took Summer?
No. There's nothing more to remember.
Every day goes by, that trail gets colder and colder and colder. And if she was abducted and she's been trafficked somewhere, she can be found.
Here we are, over 2 years later, and we still don't have answers. But someone knows. This little girl didn't just vanish off the face of the earth.
I think you know more than you're telling.
Somebody knows what happened to her.
And that may be more than you're consciously acknowledging. You may know things you don't know you know, or maybe it's too horrible to think about.
I'm sure it is. I mean, do we even want to know what really happened to Summer? If Summer is no longer with us, do we really want to know what her last moments were like? What must she have gone through? What was she thinking? What were her last words? The truth is usually hidden when liars are involved. The truth has to be seeked out. And sometimes the truth is very much intertwined with all of the lies.
But I don't know anything.
Everything about your body language suggests, or it indicates to us, that you know a little more than you're telling us.
She was kidnapped. Yeah.
He says kidnapped. I associate kidnapping with trading the person back for something. If that's the case, that has meaning.
Don Wells was asked, "What was the last thing Summer said to you?" Now, very few times has Don cried while speaking of Summer. When he answered this question, he got a little bit emotional.
I'm going to ask you a few questions. Like I said, I need you to, I know they might be pushy and painful at times, so just take it for what they are. When was the last time you saw Summer?
That morning when I woke up, because she was sleeping in between me and her mother.
Did she wake up?
Did she wake up? No.
Okay.
No.
I was wondering what she said to you, the last thing she said. What are the last words she ever said to you? Do you remember?
I'm not sure if it was that night or not, but I remember, clearly, I was like, "Summer, you got to sleep in your own bed." And then she come back with big old crocodile tears in her eyes, and she said, "But Daddy, I want to be with you."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She said, "But Daddy, I want to be with you."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Painful, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot, I know. But they can't sleep with you forever,
Huh?
They can't sleep with you forever. They
No.
grow up
And that's how kids grow up, is by doing that.
My question is, why are those words so embedded in his mind? Is he recalling a memory that is traumatic for him? Is he recalling it and getting emotional about it because those were Summer's true last words to him?
She come back with big old crocodile tears in her eyes, and she said, "But Daddy, I want to be with you." She said, "But Daddy, I want to be with you."
Mm-hmm.
If you pair those words with the idea or theory of Don Summer, the thought of those words being spoken by a 5-year-old little girl who doesn't understand what's happening. She doesn't understand why she has to go with this strange person that she doesn't know. It's quite disturbing and incredibly sad.
Didn't do anything wrong.
No.
And we want you to know that.
Well, it's interesting. The other day, all this stuff going on, when it was so bad, everything on YouTube was so bad, I was begging God. I was like, Lord, and I was on my knees. I was just at the end of my ropes, and I said, God, I just want to be with you. And that thought came to my head, just like that, of what summer, and I just started crying. And I said, God, I just want to be with you. And that thought came to my head, just like that, of what summer, and I just started crying.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Wow. That sounded like he was about to say of what Summer's last words were. If you are just recalling a time that you say might not have even been that night, why would that make you so emotional? It seriously sounded like to me that Summer said that to him in a completely different setting and a completely different circumstance.
My ropes, and I said, God, I just want to be with you. And that thought came to my head, just like that, of what summer, and I just started crying.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Not knowing is tough, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you from experience, I feel where you feel.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry for you.